if I look at the overall planning, you can see the announcement of the just development of the 1530 2.8 lens, which is going to come in for full frame. Tamron, as I would like people to understand, is more of a technology company. So Tamron is investing a lot into R&D and developing new products. We have to understand Tamron makes just lenses, so all their R&D effort and complete understanding goes into developing of lenses. So in the new 1530, you will now find fluorine coating, so that gives you smudge resistance on the front element of the lens. In the last 2 years, we had many new technologies coming in, like moisture resistant construction and E-band coating, which is the structured nano coating. So Tamron every year by year has introduced more newer technologies and innovative products into this industry. I just wanted to bring to your notice that it's the first time in India that we have on demo the 28-300 lens for both Nikon mount as well as for Canon mount, and the 18-200, which is the Canon EM mount used on Canon EOS M currently, and also for the mirrorless Micro Four Thirds we have the 14-150. So all these three lenses have been shown for the first time in India. As per our reading in the past 2 months, the market trend has shown that the overall industry is of lens. The industry is moving towards requirement of full frame lenses rather than for the APS-C. So we see a healthy growth in the full frame lenses, and that is why the new development of the 1530 is also taking place. Keeping aside the full frame, we have also seen a certain demand generation in the mirrorless format. So that is why you see Tamron entering into the Micro Four Thirds as well as into the Canon EM mount, which is used in the Canon EOS M currently. So a lot of focus is moving towards mirrorless as well as on the full frame. The APS-C lenses, as Tamron is into zooms basically, so you see a lot of development into the 16-300 lens, which again has become a flagship model for Tamron, and there is a healthy demand for that lens. So we have seen that the APS-C segment is probably going to remain with the enthusiasts a lot more, but the advanced enthusiasts and the professionals have now adapted full frame cameras much better, and it has generated a lot of demand for the full frame lenses. This is the third year in the running we are running Tamron Challenge. The overall journey started in Tamron Challenge 2012. Now we are running Tamron Challenge 2014. It is a very unique activity. It's one of its kind in a photography competition, where actually it's not the image that wins a competition, but rather the photographer. So the journey starts with submitting the images, shortlisting of images for portfolio reviews, and during portfolio reviews, the shortlisted candidates bring their portfolios in front of a panel of judges, and they are given a lot of inputs about their photography. So in the end, even though there are 4 major winners, still close to 200 to 300 people get access to 200 to 300 people get access to the mentors and the judges of Tamron, and they can get their portfolios reviewed and get a lot of inputs from them. See, we are going to do a lot of community in-reach programs, like Tamron Challenge is one part of that. So that gives us a lot of reach in directly interacting with the people, and that gives us a overall pulse of what the market is, how the market is reacting, what all innovative products the market wants to see. So that becomes a part of our marketing strategy. Then we formulate things around it, whether we want to concentrate more on a certain segment is picking up. We have got partners offline as well as online. A regular traditional distribution channel is there, and now we are also working very closely with Amazon in India, so that they can offer the Tamron products across India. Say somebody in Northeast who does not have access to a regular shop can still buy a Tamron product. So that is an activity again for which we have partnered Amazon in India as well as on Flipkart through different vendors for it.